Hi, good morning. Oh, let me go live here. Go live, go live, go live. Hi, everybody. Just going live in all the places. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Welcome to today's 10 minutes to win it. I'm going to make sure you can hear me because I didn't plug in my mic today. So I'm going to pop in here and make sure you can hear me before I spend my time talking. You can hear me. Awesome. Okay. I forgot to plug in my mic today. So we're going off the computer. So if there could be more echoing, I guess this will be a good opportunity to find out if my mic is working well or if I should just go off the computer, right? But anyway, I wanted to talk. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me on Instagram, Sharing Naturally, and Angie. So great to see you guys. I wanted to talk about podcasts today because as soon as I'm done here, wrap this session up, I am going to get ready and do a podcast interview at 11. So I have a podcast called Be She, Be Seen, Be Heard, Be Empowered. It is geared for women entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. We are shining light on other entrepreneurs' stories of their challenges that they've faced in their business, how they've overcome them, especially when it comes to showing up, allowing themselves to be seen, be heard unapologetically, and letting go of any of perfectionism or any fear of being judged, being, what people think and all those things. But also there's an importance of not only if you don't have, whether you have a podcast or not, it doesn't matter. And whether you're or not you listen to podcasts, it doesn't matter. When it comes to growing your business online, one of a great way of getting in front of other people's audiences is getting on other people's stages. And that is virtually. And I talked about this yesterday in my boot camp, whether it's virtually, whether it's on physical stages, but podcasts are a great way to get in front of other people's audiences. One, you're going to hit audiences. You're going to be in front of audiences. You're going to be sharing your expertise, sharing your knowledge, giving a call to action on whether they follow you or they grab a lead magnet so that they can join your email list. Always have a call to action when you're on a podcast. But if you're not leveraging podcasts inside of your business, if you're not spending some time getting on podcasts, at least maybe once a month, twice a month, whatever it is, and then work your way up to once a week, twice a week, you're missing the boat in growing your audience in a really effective way, simple way, and a fun way. Because the power of being a guest on podcasts goes much further than just growing your audience, which is a great thing, but also it opens the door for more collaborations because you are now connecting with the host. You're now connecting with, you're creating other doors to be open, other opportunities. So if you are not already on podcast or guesting on podcasts, if that's not part of your strategy inside of your business, I'm going to invite you to add that in. I think it's a really, really important piece to add in because there are so many people that listen to podcasts. Even if you don't, that doesn't mean people aren't. There are plenty of people that are listening to podcasts. So I wanted to share that today because it's on my calendar to happen. And I'm like, what better topic than to talk about something that's happening in my world in the real time, in the actual moment. So if you need support, there's ways to pitch podcasts, but honestly, find podcasts that you like. The way you can find podcasts that really target your market is, one, you need to understand who your target market is. Get really clear on that. And then you can just go to Google. You can literally use this simple tool that I don't know if you know about it or heard about it. It's called Google. You can literally go there and type in podcast for, and then your target market, real estate agents, right? Podcasts for female entrepreneurs. Podcast for women who want to lose weight. Like literally you can put in anything you want. Just type in the platform podcast and then type in who your target market is. and voila, the world will open up, and it'll be a simple way for you to start researching what podcast you want to be on. It's that easy. It's that quick. And many times there's a form you can fill out. Many times there's a person you can all the time there's a person you can contact. Not all of them will have forms to fill out right away. You may have to send an email. But if you are going to send an email, I would suggest, just a pro tip here, listen to a podcast episode first, maybe listen to a few of them, binge a couple. And then when you write an email to this person, whether it's the host or the producer or their assistant, whoever the contact is who's going to, set up the interviews, reference a podcast so they know that you actually listen to it. That goes a long, long way, because they want to know, especially the bigger the podcast is, the more intimate you can make that and create that relationship through email, the more you're going to stand out from the others who are just trying to get on multiple podcasts. And it's basically a cookie cutter email. Nobody wants a cookie cutter email. So listen to the podcast, at least one episode, if not a few more. Reference something that really landed for you or that you felt connected to when you send that email, in order to get a leg up against other people who are emailing them. Okay, so hope that it helped you today. Let me know what podcast you're reaching out to or what your commitment is. It's all about setting goals and committing to them, right? How we do one thing is how we do everything. So set a goal, commit to a specific date or time that you're going to start emailing at least, or commit to getting onto a podcast. Maybe the first commitment is, I'm going to email 4. Right? I'm going to do the Google search. I'm going to email 4 or 5 of them. And then, but by this date, I'm committed to getting on at least one, to having, not getting on necessarily like that you're on it, the interview's done, but that you have a committed date set and you are scheduled and booked to be interviewing on a podcast. And when you do that, share it with me so I can cheer you on. It's all about support. So sending you lots of love today. Have a great day. Get on some podcasts. And I will see you tomorrow for another session of 10 Minutes to Win It.